What's going on, everyone? This is the Buzzing here, and today I wanted to make a video about the N64 Classic. That's right, the N64 Classic, because this is something that was floating around the news, I want to say about a year ago, and there hasn't been really much recent news on it. Of course, we have the previous mini-series classics, such as the NAS Classic, the SNES Classic, and the PlayStation Classic, and of course the Sega Classic. Of course, a lot of those are great, with an exception to the PS Classic. I'm not here to grill on the PS Classic today. What I am here to talk about is the possibility of an N64 Classic. Now, of course, when we think about an N64 Classic, we think about what kind of games will we want on it. Well, we want something like Mario 64, Smash Brothers 64. We also probably want some of the Zelda games, such as Majora's Mask, the Ocarina of Time. But then once we start thinking about some of the other games that are licensing issues, more on the Rare side, hence the Rare Replay collection by Microsoft, we think, is this even a possibility? When we think about the Rare Replay collection, we think about games that might not be able to come to the N64 Classic, such as Conker's Bad Fur Day, Donkey Kong 64, Perfect Dark, Diddy Kong Racing, Killer Instinct, and so forth. So today I'm playing the Banjo-Kazooie just because that is one of the more popular games that Rare has created that was on the N64, and it was really similar to Mario 64. So as you're seeing me go through this level on the beach, it's one of those monumental levels that I personally remember, so that's why I'm playing through it today. But basically, yeah, the licensing could be a problem to get a good chunk of these games on the N64 Classic. And then you got to think, would Microsoft being willing to license this out to create such a console so N64 could make a quick cash grab on this? And I'm thinking that this is something that could be possible due to earlier news this week. As you all might have heard, Steve from Minecraft is now being licensed to Nintendo for the Super Smash Brothers upcoming roster. And to me, this is showing a good working relationship between the two companies, right? I feel like that they're really working together to really make things work and bringing certain content over from other platforms, from other consoles. And I think that moving forward, that this could be a good sign when it comes to perhaps porting the Rare Replay collection onto the Nintendo Switch. Now, that's one side of it. The other side of it is, how good has the streaming service become for the Nintendo Switch, right? It seems like Nintendo has really made that good fourth effort to port a lot of these NES games, such as the Mario series. I know recently that they uploaded Donkey Kong Country 2, but now it seems like that this library of games is really expanding, and it begs the question to, is Nintendo going to take these N64 games and put them on their online service as well, so they can get that annual $20 fee, perhaps even raise it, and then once you have this library and you have your customers paying about $20, maybe even $25 a year, you start thinking, hey, why are we creating this N64 Classic when we could be charging people $25 a year to play these games? So again, that's another layer of this puzzle, and I think that time will tell when it comes to this. I do like the relationship that Nintendo and Microsoft have created moving forward. I think that's great, but in terms of this N64 Classic, is it something that could potentially happen? I think time will tell. It would be awesome to see some of these games on there. I know a lot of collectors have been really waiting to see if this will happen. And so if you go ahead and talk to me in the comment section below, is this something that is possible? Is this something that will happen? What are your favorite N64 games that you would love to see on the N64 Classic? I think that you can't ever count anything out. I know that everything is about money these days when it comes to the games. It is a good sign that we saw games like Mario 3D All-Stars, particularly Mario 64, being able to be played on the Nintendo Switch. knowing that this is possible, but are there things such as money? Are there things such as licensing that can get in the way of really making this N64 Classic happen? If you own some of these classic systems too, please let me know what is your favorite one. You know, I will come out and say particularly my favorite one so far has been the Super NES Classic. I think that was a very solid one, but again, it's just something that's really cool that I like to see on my desk as well. Um, but yeah, go ahead to, if you haven't followed me yet, give me a follow on YouTube. Give me a follow on Instagram as well. It's TheBuzzin, TH3 Buzzing on Instagram. And as always, people, take care and peace out.